Our mission statement is that no one deserves to live in fear, and we are a safe haven, saving women from abusive relationships since 2014.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Haley.
Jenna.
I'm Jenna, sorry.
Sydney, Sheehan, and Debbie.
Abusive relationships can also be identified as dating violence or domestic abuse. And dating abuse is a pattern of destructive behaviors or violent behaviors used to exert power or control over the other partner in the relationship. And just because we describe or define abusive relationships as patterns of abusive behaviors between a couple, it doesn't mean that the first instance of the violence isn't properly described as an abusive relationship. And it just recognizes that violence usually involves a series of violence between the two. And abusive relationships usually occur between couples 16 and above and around that area. So.
To help resolve this issue, we are using a variety of social media networks such as Twitter and Tumblr to help spread awareness of this topic. Safe Haven is home to many secure environments for women experiencing this type of violence. This is a place where women can go to feel safe and protected.
Within this nonprofit organization, food, shelter, and protection are provided for these women. They are able to find safety and get away from their unhealthy relationships. We rely on donations made by the public to keep our organization up and running. We're also motivating women and bystanders to help and make a stop to this.
How can you help? There are numerous ways you can help our organization. You can go to your closest Safe Haven safe house and make donations of food, water, hygiene supplies, and money. Tell women you know in an abusive relationship about our organization so we can help. Also give these women support, and they will greatly appreciate it.
Our locations, social networks,
Yeah, we have a video, and it's with Jenna and Sydney. They are the girls who are being abused by their boyfriends, and we're showing you how they look day by day as they're going through this relationship. And also that.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. I'm nothing at all.
That's it.
Before the question, so where would this video be for your organization?
Well, we would put it on Tumblr, and we would ask the followers of our blog to reblog it and spread it around as much as they can to spread awareness on this topic.
I liked your video because, I mean, we're over 16, and this hits home with a lot of like friends and people who've actually dealt with this. And I love the song you choose for the background. I mean, I don't even have a question. I just
You guys did a fantastic job. Obviously, this is something that, we recognize starts at a young age. That's why we had Seth Franco come and talk about healthy relationships, and you guys had that pretty recently. So what did you learn in your research for your presentation today that kind of added to what you learned from Seth, or, was there a lot of stuff that mirrored what he taught you? What kind of, were there differences or a lot of similarities?
Well, I think there's a lot of similarities, but like the majority of the statistics I didn't know. So.
Okay. And it is important, and I do think, you guys got that checklist too about healthy relationships and knowing the red flags. And as Jenna was saying when she started, it doesn't start with just the abuse. It usually is patterns of behavior that give you the red flags. So that was very helpful tip to start recognizing in terms of prevention rather than kind of reacting after the fact. So good job.
I like the video too, because it does hit home for many of us with friends. But I especially like the faces, because you're not always going to see the abuse, but rather it's going to be on the inside that builds up. So seeing what that person looks like is also helpful, because they'll try to put on something that you just know isn't real, and by seeing that, it helps you identify that.
I have a question about, if you recognize that your friend might be in a relationship that sets up red flags, although you don't see a bruise, what would be your advice to your friend, or what would you do as the support for that person?
Definitely try to understand what's going on and see if you are any help to them in any way.
And take steps to help them get away from that person and away from the relationship as well. Because it's not that easy when they're on their own,